Hey, it's Amy. We are going to do a fairly brief meditative, restorative kind of yoga practice. And we are going to set an intention here of, for one, just being ourselves. Like, look, there's not a stitch of makeup on this face. This hair looks kind of wonky. And I am wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt. I am using a sheepskin rug as my yoga mat because I'm just going to show up here and take care of my body. And I'm excited that you're going to join me. So, as we set our intention with our Ujjayi breath of just awareness of the here and now, we're going to attune to our breath and we're going to do two things. We are going to open ourselves up to releasing things that need to be released, whether that has to do with our physical body and tension we're carrying, or emotive, relational, work, just whatever might just need to be released. And then we're going to open up our heart to receiving something that will replace that thing that needed released. And so this is the intention I'm setting for this brief encounter we have together in this time, in this space. But if there's something else that comes up for you, go for it and go with it. So I'm going to take my glasses off and I'm going to meet you on the mat. And we're going to start in child's pose. So whether knees are spread wide or together, go ahead and extend your arms straight out in front of you. And then as you reach through with your fingertips in front, bring awareness to your tailbone, reaching toward your feet. So an extension in the spine as you rest your forehead on the mat. Then gently walk your arms over to the right to a comfortable place where you're twisting your body a little bit. I'm going to take my left arm and feed that through underneath the right. So it's a very gentle twist, not all the way, but just a little bit. And breathe. Establishing your Ujjayi breath for this brief time together on the mat. And then opening our awareness to what needs released. Whatever might come up, whether it is, something from work or a conversation that you had lately or recently rather, or maybe even something you ate that just isn't settling well with you and your body doesn't feel like itself today. And then gently pull the left arm out, walk your arms back towards center as you continue to breathe, then walk them all the way to your left side. And again, pick up the right arm this time, thread it a little bit underneath the left for a nice, just very gentle twist. This first twist, where we're really just opening up to the idea of releasing something today that no longer serves us. And breathe. And then releasing that arm, walk your hands back to center, and then push yourself up into a tabletop position. Shoulders directly beneath the shoulder blades, arms directly beneath the shoulders, fingers pressing into the mat, tops of feet pressing into the mat or the floor. And then just curving through cat-cow, arching of the spine. Exhale. Chin reaching forward, stretching through the spine. And then just move through that a few times on your own. Bringing our awareness to the here and now, just being present. And maybe you're thinking about something that needs released, but let's stay in the present moment with that, just allowing the thoughts to come and go as we just open to the idea of releasing and receiving. And then curling your toes under, let's push back into down dog. And then just walking out your dog. And then I'm just rotating each knee in for a slight twist, a slight detoxification in the belly, in the back, a purging of whatever is not serving me. And then I'm going to look forward and then walk my feet towards my hands. My hood's going to be on my head today. And then just releasing the shoulders, letting my head just hang down. And walking my knees out, just back and forth, back and forth. Spreading your feet hip distance apart. Reaching for the opposite elbows. Let's do a little ragdoll. My knees are bent, my belly is resting on my knees. Awareness of my Ujjayi breath. Then I begin to sway side to side. Oh man, that feels so good back. And oh man, on my back. Carrying some heavy things. Literally and figuratively. And then we're going to just do a slight twist from side to side. So I'm rotating my elbows on the outside of each shin, making a little deeper sway to twist and release. Twist and release. Then setting my hands back to the earth, adjusting my shirt, running down to rise all the way up. Reaching for the sky, running down to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sun salutation A. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank, lowering my knees, elbows tucked into my side, and lower down to chaturanga. And then rise to baby cobra. So in this rising, staying right here, my tailbone reaches towards my feet, and I'm lowering my shoulders, letting them relax down to my spine, opening up through the collarbone. Belly is tucked in, feet pressing into the mat. So I have my first heart opener, a slight heart opener that is allowing me to open up as I release things little by little. I may simultaneously open to receive something good and beautiful in its place. So inhale. Let's push back and exhale to down dog. Let's take a full breath here. Relaxing through the shoulders, pressing into the mat. Inhale, look forward, and step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Let's do that one more time, a little faster. So we'll inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, half lift, extending through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold. Step back, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog. Look forward and step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, and rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Sun B. Inhale, rise. Reach up, lengthen as you root down through your feet. Exhale. Chair. Weight into the back of the heels, belly tucked in, opening through the chest even more. Heart opener. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, lower down your plank, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog, and exhale to down dog. Look forward, right foot forward, warrior one. Back foot rotates down to the earth, toes are pointing towards 10 o'clock. Inhale, open. And reach. Now you can always lower your left knee to the mat if that is what's more accessible for you. Exhale, hands to the mat. Push back to your plank. Either lower your knees or just lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale and rise as we open. And breathe. Pressing through both feet, rooted down. Exhale, hands down to the mat, framing your left foot. Press back, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, press back to down dog. And a full breath here. As you inhale, look forward and step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend, half lift. Exhale, fold, root down, and rise all the way back up and settle into chair. And for another release, lightning bolt. Hands to heart center, knees are still bent. Left elbow to right knee for twist. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Belly is tucked in. Feet rooting down through the heels. Hands are pressing together. And breathe. Open up to the release, even in the tension and the discomfort. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, open in your cobra or your sphinx. And breathe as we open our bodies to receive our Heart is opening in this posture. As we breathe through. Exhale, press back into down dog. Inhale, look forward and step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, reach with the heart, scooping through the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Lowering the knees, twisting now to the left. Belly is in. On the inhale, I'm lengthening through the spine. And on this exhale, I'm twisting, twisting, twisting. I'm checking my alignment. Are my knees aligned? What adjustments in the hips need to take place in order to get you closer? Pressing through the hands. Booty is reaching back. Rooting through all four corners of each foot for balance and stability. And smile. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And step back, lowering down to chaturanga. Deep inhale for cobra or up dog. Pressing through the fingers as we allow the shoulders to just slide down our back. As we breathe and open through the chest, the collarbone, and the heart. Breathe in the life. Exhale. Push back to down dog. And let's take 3 full breaths in our down dog. Pressing down through the fingers under each finger pad. Really pressing down, awareness in your thumb, your index finger to give you the support you need. Taking that lock out of the wrist. And the pressure is really in the hands, the fingertips are taking the brunt. Belly is tucked in. Reaching your heels a little more towards the earth. Taking a step in forward towards your hands if necessary. And on the inhale, look forward and step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, rise all the way up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just breathe in this space. Bringing your awareness to your feet as you root down into the mat, like you're pulling the mat apart with your feet. Your feet are engaged. Shins are engaged. Pelvis is level, not tipping forward nor back, but neutral. How are your shoulders? How are your belly? Are you telescoping your ribs away from your hip bones? Shoulder blades sliding down your back. A steady, intentional breath. I want you to just gently come down to the mat. And then rotate and roll back, lowering down to your mat or your rug, one vertebra at a time. You've done a little workout there. We had a mini workout. And now it's time to rest. So take your right leg or your ankle, cross it over your left knee area. And then lower that right foot, the flat foot, to the earth on your left side. We'll do a little supine twist. Left arm reaches for that right thigh, right arm comes out to half of the letter T, and just gently twisting. Maybe your gaze goes down your right arm as your left arm gently pulls that thigh, that right thigh, across the belly towards the earth. With your belly muscles engaged, continue to breathe and bring awareness into the areas of tension in this twist, in this release, in this detoxifying pose. Breathe into the discomfort. Allow your body to rest and relax as you're gently nudging it towards stretch, towards release. And then release that leg. Bring your legs back to center, unfold. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh, knee area. We're not putting any pressure on the knee, but I'm just speaking of logistically where it is. And then I'm going to take that right foot, make it as if it's standing on the floor, rotate it all the way down, let it just fall to the right side of the body. Right arm reaches for the left thigh, left arm comes out to a letter T. I'm going to gaze down my left fingertips as I gently lead that left thigh across my belly. Belly is engaged. I'm not yanking on it, you guys. I'm just gently leading it. So I feel a nice stretch in my IT band, my hip flexors, and wherever else you might feel that. And just adjust any of these moves to get the most out of this pose that your body needs right now. As it's releasing, as it's thinking about things that need to be released. Not only muscle tension, but something deeper, perhaps. And breathe. And then release that leg, bring both back to the center. And we'll move into a little bit of happy baby and butterfly. Happy baby, my legs are just going to come up. They're going to open out to the side. And if this is accessible, my hands are going on the outside of each foot. And just I gently rock back and forth from side to side. There's another opener. An opening now of the hips. With the gentle help of your hands, we're opening up to replace what's been released. In our spine, in our back, in our hips, in our lungs, in our heart. And then gently release that, lowering our feet back to the earth, and then opening up into butterfly. So my feet are together. My hands come to the top of my thighs, and then just gently allowing my hips to open. Maybe I want to sway back and forth a little. Maybe I just want to be still. Feet might be very far away from your hips, or maybe in very close, depending on what's most comfortable. Find a place that just works for you. And maybe you just need to do one side at a time, or one leg is straight and the other is bent in. Find your opener, find your hip opener. And then taking your hands, once you found a comfortable place for your thighs, just interlacing your fingers back behind your brain. And then allowing your heart to just open up here too. So we're doing a hip and heart opener after these twists. And then just settle into a neutral breath, whatever breath works for you now, where you have the rising and lowering of your belly and your lungs. And maybe here, if your butterfly gets uncomfortable, you can straighten out your legs or rotate the bent knee to a half butterfly. Or just widening your legs and opening through the heart. So I want you to stay in this posture, in a very comfortable posture. So just make it comfortable for you, as we're about to conclude our time together. Today we have sat in silence, no music, and came to the mat willing to release something, some sort of tension, some sort of pent up tightness that resides within the human heart and in our mind. And with every time we came to the mat to release something, we then allowed ourselves to open, to receive something. And as your body and your mind, the neural pathways open up to this process, think of it as a cycle or like a circle. We release and then we receive. We release and then we receive. Release, receive. We release things that no longer serve us. Maybe it's a belief. Maybe it's a resentment. Maybe it's a physical habit, like eating something we know our bodies are rejecting over and over. It's a countless, feels like endless cycle of release and receive. And our body begins to adapt, that we receive something better than that thing that we let go of. So maybe we're releasing things that we don't feel like we want to let go of. We feel like we have the right to hold on to resentments or heartache or pain or ideas and beliefs. But when we open up to love, our foundational rooting and grounding in love, then we know the things that need to be released. And it doesn't mean we forget, but we open up to release and let our Creator, our source of love, the abundant source of life and love, replace it with something even better. And so when we open to that, beautiful things are in store. And so as you continue to just bring your body to that place of restful, peaceful breath, I trust that there's something here today that showed up on the mat
that will feed your day a little bit more. And so just keeping our eyes and ears tuned as we release things, we have now created space for things to come in. Beauty that is surrounding us in everything. And as we open our awareness to that, whether it's something simple and very small, or maybe something significant that we just couldn't miss, as we anticipate great things to fill us, as we open up to that, it just brings a smile to your face. So right now, just bring an awareness back into your hands and your feet. And then an upturn in the corners of your mouth. That ever so slight smile as your eyes are closed and you're breathing can literally change the trajectory of your day. A warm smile, first within yourself, then radiates out of you to those around you. So thank you for the time and just showing up here on the mat today or on the rug today, whether in sweats or this perfect little yoga outfit. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again.